What's good? Pain is the biggest motivator of all time. We do things for love, we do things for pleasure, but nothing beats doing things to not feel pain. And that's the best thing ever. Because I have a semi recent heartbreak sort of situation. And that motivated me to hop on self improvement and stuff. What I'm getting to is life is shit right now, right? I'm not saying I am bullshitting, I'm not shitting life right now, life is just shitting on me. And now you'll be like, isn't this dude just playing the victim card, victim mindset, whatever? The thing is, right, if you look at the evidence, right, evidence suggests I am very unlucky in life. But the thing is, right, I feel like I am a flower born in a war. The thing is, I was, just chilling the other day, and I just thought to myself, I crashed out day before yesterday. And even while I was crashing out, the one thing I was so fixated on is the fact that just because life is shit, it's stressful, world isn't fair to me, it used me for like everything, I'm not gonna change. And that's what I was fixated on. I'm not gonna change from being a good person. Right? And of course, Makbaldi pulls up. So there's this dude on YouTube. He makes these creepy horrorcore videos, whatever you want to call it. And these videos, every single time, right, that something happens in my life, they always correspond with the videos. The advice he gives out, like the videos he puts out, like exactly at the time of the video being published, and that shit that's in the video is happening to me in my life, which is crazy, right? But I didn't see that video then. I saw it yesterday, and it was about, not letting anger turn into hatred. And he was like, yeah, you can, basically the point is, right, you can crash out, but don't turn into a hater. Because when you hate, you become hopeless. And when you lose hope, essentially you've lost your life. There's just nothing more. Right? When you lose hope, when you lose your dreams, when you just don't think you can be something more than what you are, of course it's over. Game's gone, brother. And the thing is, right, I feel like, a few days ago I made this video about how I was resorting to my bad habits and all that stuff, negated it. Of course, I come back, I'm a winner. But what the self-improvement actually helped in was the fact that even though I was angry, I was still thinking about remaining a good person. And that's what I love about myself now. I'm just a good kid. Just a good kid. And that's really cool too, that I'm still like 16. So like I can like turn my life around like 10 different times. I can keep making mistakes, I can keep having failures while studying, while doing something worth monetizing and stuff. I can fail a lot, and a decade later I'm still gonna be young, right? I'm still gonna be 26. I'm still gonna be young. I'm still gonna be chill and stuff. But the main premise of this video is pain helps you, and pain isn't the obstacle, it is the path, right? Of course, when you walk on a road, there's gonna be puddles, there's gonna be potholes, there's gonna be manholes. What a word, manhole. There's gonna be speed breakers. There's gonna be dogs barking at you. There's gonna be some dude who's eating his pan and spits at the ground and it slightly bounces off and then hops onto your white set of pants, and you then beat the shit out of him and he goes back to his wife who is very ill and pregnant. What am I even talking about? What am I even talking about? Anyway, the thing is, your life is gonna be full of pain. The thing is, you don't beat the dude who spat and accidentally the spit landed on your leg. You don't beat him up. Because honest mistakes do happen, right? The thing is, you don't use pain as a demotivator, right? Most people be like, it hurts, so I'm not gonna do it. That's dumb. Because if it doesn't hurt, you'll never grow. And do you even want to be the way you are for the rest of your life? I don't want to be like this for the rest of my life. I know that. Even though I am at a very good place now, I work hard. I don't want to be like this for the rest of my life. Right? I want to keep improving. I want to get a deeper voice. I want to be more articulate with my words. Stop using more brain rot language. And all this stuff I can make happen in the moment. Right? Just as I mentioned this, of course, I made it happen in the moment. And that's what it requires. You have to want it enough to implement it as a regular part of you. When people are like, oh, I want to be motivated to go to the gym. Oh, I want to be motivated to study. No, you don't. Because if you're not already Like, if I don't do this particular activity, I'm gonna be shit at this particular activity, and I'm gonna have the shittier versions of the results I would get by not doing this particular activity. And if that doesn't just tell you that you have to do this particular activity, you just don't want it enough, you just don't feel the need to do it enough, right? What can I tell you? And let's just be a bit personal here. All right, you and I know, right? Probably you and I, you know that I have my issues with sleeping. Right, this stuff recently started, and the thing is, it's still happening. Okay, you want to know when I slept last night? What time? Slept at 4:50. Yeah, and you can see there's like hella wrinkles, and not wrinkles, but like acne and stuff all around my face. I mean, it's probably not visible. It's like the camera and stuff, But if you saw me IRL, you'd be like, what is wrong with this guy? And there is actually a lot wrong. I barely get any sleep these days. And that's for no fault of mine, I do work hard. I do good stuff, I work out, I train. My body's tired, but my mind just doesn't sleep. And that leads to various thoughts about how, all that bad stuff that happened in my life in the past. And the bad stuff that's still happening, And it's like, that ain't shit. That's not shit. Like the GOAT Charles Oliveira said, you can hit me, but I can take it. And you know what? This dude came from the favelas in Brazil, had heart murmurs, couldn't walk when he was like 10 years old. The doctors said he couldn't walk. And he became the greatest fighter of all time in the most difficult division in the world, in its prime. And, that's someone who inspires me. That is someone whose legacy I want mine to shine bright like. And you know what? If he doesn't give up, why should I? I've had my heart problems. I've had my weird ass stuff. It's like really freaky and all that weird stuff about everything. I've had mostly all of the traumas you see people have from their childhood. I've had it. Right? This is not a flex. This is more of a thing where it's like you just shouldn't give up. It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, why give up? Why give yourself up? And why give up on your hopes and your dreams? Just because some people couldn't digest them doesn't mean some won't, find them delicious. You know what I'm saying? And, despite all this stuff going wrong with my body, all these hormonal imbalances, all this being tired and stuff, I'm still studying. I'm still working out. I'm still doing what I love. Still making videos. Although there's been a few problems because like my laptop's pretty messed up, so I have to edit on my PC, and my PC is a bit less powerful than my laptop. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Alright, you'll keep getting the videos, I promise. Just don't give up. And pain will help you. Just love yourself, man. And just know that whatever happens to you, you and I, we're not giving up. We're not giving up on being good people. Right? If you are weak, focus on getting strong. And when you are strong, focus on helping the weak become strong. Right? Just love yourself, bro. Just love yourself. And remember, I love you. Good night.